smash! Yeah! 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 To dust!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Whew. Such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right, so can you tell us what your plan is now, Master Diluc?
Yes, the plan is... And so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Are you sure it will work? You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start. Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can, isn't...
I am indeed indebted to...
Let's wait until evening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.
come a little closer.
Windblade!
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Hard work is all there.
My strength still fails me.
What with...
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Tevat...
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting!
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did...
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's...
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it,
Who's Chang the Ninth?
a book collector who lives in Qingce Village. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out...
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd... Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingce and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting!
Susu? I'm exhausted. Oh, what should I try this time?
I just like to make people smile.
Our success.
Listen, let me tell you how
A reward on the road.
It's good the villagers' lives are improving.
The heavens are smiting me. Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and
Don't get me... After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started to pay off my debts. I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Wrong. That was my life's work. Unless you have other business...
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's...
what? But we don't.
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define... Barely any copies of the first edition.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it alleged.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so...
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you... I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Mounts...
Oh, but you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang, you're
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hope...
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. So, you like reading, huh? Miss.
Oh, amazing! I never saw
Hello? Shing.
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this?
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? Yeah, I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in gut. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan.
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buff.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict.
Oh, great speech.
Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier.
Blink!
Let me amuse myself a little.
The hunter becomes...
Over here! You really
Rain
know how
outlines
to
your
get me going.
Let me leave you a verse.
Surrender and be gentle.
Let it rain. Let me amuse myself.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Don't push your luck.
The more, the merrier.
Cool it!
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his... There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor.
That idea works, but what?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see.
You really have stuff to do?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just...
Ugh, this guy is so... Fine, but as per tradition, from now on, he...
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs. Just...
master finds out. Who goes there? How strange. You're not on the guest list. The master's dealing with some urgent business.
Urgent business?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left her.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that info. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business.
Thank you. May your business forever be...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Nope. Anyway, seems like the VIP club. In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes.
I understand.
We shall see when the time.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry, who knows if Gua Geek has made any...
Bang! And with that, the fate of the
When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound...
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver, my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, there is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds. Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something also. I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to
That sounds very lovely.
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to—
Hey! Stop it! Excuse us, we come bearing new—
A letter? Oh, I see. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even—
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly— Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may—
Yay! Tasty snack!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather deprived of the necessary raw materials. Even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable—
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess— But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must— First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another—
Of course, we are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and—
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the— Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guys—
Hi, anything? You want all? That's sad. None are. Oh, it's for the Feiyun. Oh, nothing. Don't worry about my prior client. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce.
Good day, my friend. I thought you were here to purchase. No, that I still have. Too much hassle, not enough return. What? All right, I'll do it. Clearly no shortage of...
Oi! Shh! All of it? All of it would be far more Feyun Commerce? If it's for the Feyun Commerce Guild.
Windblade! With the wind!
Hello there.
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. As it happens, I do have a batch of core... The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Are you serious? We spent less than 2 million more on the rest of Leo's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so... It has to be... Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You could take it...
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, so maybe you could go and look for the carts? Oh, thank you very much.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose.
Bet you can't keep up with me! Get him!
Here we go! Quick, make...
Disappear!
That's it, all right! That's a big old...
Windblade!
Go, Berry Bunny!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this. This doesn't look good.
A reward on the road.
Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Make a note of the location. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. potions. All 5
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
done and dusted. Yeah, we make a great team. Now for the final stop on...
Just who I was hoping to see. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You...
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back at...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not...
Huh. Okay, but tell me, what on earth...
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much
Thank you. Thank you a million times over.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Let Divine Halberd and Ominous, the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then.
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill it, he hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another. One to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize that.
Body. Huh? No, my sword!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Time to act.
You're open.
Pay your dues.
With the wind!
Prepare yourself.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your.
You can't run from death.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master...
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail.
You meddling swine!
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole... Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off. Paimon's toast, and sorry...
Calm down. Since you can fly...
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill.
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for... Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends...
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want...
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's...
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Everything I lost. Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind. Please don't say that. The Chang family was a prestigious household. Since then, I've saved for years. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains.
Wow, that's the second heir we...
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. It's yours to keep. In addition, my ore is sold and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't...